Hey there, learners, and welcome back. For those of you that don't know, the handout is linked in the description below. If you want the full handout, you can go ahead and print that or copy it down on a sheet of notebook paper, however you prefer. This is part 2. This would be 6.4b, graphing standard form of linear equation. The 6.4a video is out there, and it is very similar to this. So we know standard form ax plus by equals c. We know that we must change this into the format of y equals mx plus b. Okay, and to do so, for the last couple of weeks, we've been using an acronym to help us out. Mr. D. Mr. D. The M in Mr. D simply means to take the x and move it to the opposite side using the opposite sign. So this was positive 8x on when it moves over to the other side, it becomes negative 8x. The R simply means to rewrite. You're going to rewrite, and this happens to be a positive for y this time, is equal to the x, because you're looking for mx and then the b. So the x is negative 8x, and this is a positive 16. So the b is plus 16. Now, the last part in Mr. D, D stands for divide. You divide by whatever number is with the y. The number with the y is also known as a coefficient because you want 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1y. You don't have to write the 1 if you don't want to. Some people prefer to. Negative 8 divided by 4, well, that reduces to negative 2. Don't forget the x. And 16 divided by 4 is positive 4. So now we can go ahead and graph this. I feel like the B stands for begin on the y-axis. So I'm going to begin on the y-axis at 4. And then I know I can turn any whole number into a fraction by putting a 1 under it. And so I prefer to use the change in y over the change in x. And I can see that is here, right here. The change in y over the change in x simply means the slope, but it's the scientific way of saying it. And so it kind of gets your brain ready for the next level. So what this means when you're looking at this up front is negative 2 over 1. The y is negative, so it's going down 1, 2 in the y direction and positive 1 in the x direction. Put a coordinate point down 1, 2 in the y direction and put a coordinate point. After you get a couple of points and you feel comfortable enough to grab your ruler, you may do so and go ahead and graph your line by connecting your dots. I want you to come back and try to see if you guys can get this number 1 over here now. Thank you. Good luck.